Hello, Angela Marie here, right back at you with another video. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. Okay, I am doing a commission pieces of 3 trays that someone ordered from me, and they are Christmas gifts. Of course, I won't mail them out until December. And the first one I did that I already did a video on is this beautiful yellow one that I did. Remember this one? I showed it. This is the yellow one. Okay, these are the coasters that go with it. Those pretty coasters. These go with it. Okay, and the second one I did is this one, because I have not done a video on this one yet. So this is the second one. She wanted teal, so I decided to do kind of see-through with this with some teal or aqua on it. Okay, this is really pretty with some acrylic handles, since this looks acrylic and is see-through. That would match it very well. See the acrylic, this is the acrylic knobs on here. See that? And these, and then I made these out of a stand. These are glass beads that are on here. All this is glass. These are glass. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? These are glass. I put 4 of them on the bottom. And that's the side of it. And these nice, look at that. See that? Look at that. Those are glass beads. That side of this. Now I thought I was gonna have to do it over because I really wasn't feeling it, wasn't liking it as I was doing it, but it actually came out really good. And here are the coasters. These are the coasters. Coasters, look at that. Those are really pretty. Honey, women love sparkle. They love some sparkle. Look at that. It's the back of it. Yep. So there we have it with that. So that is the second order of these coasters and trays. So I'm just gonna set these over here out of the way so nothing will happen to them. Don't get any resin on these. Yeah. So, all right. So I am using some new resin. I'm going to try it. I read the reviews. All the reviews were really good. Gave them 4 and 5 stars. So it is called Craft Resin. That's what it's called. Craft Resin. Came in the mail today. Called Craft Resin. It's only a 24-hour curing time, which is really fast because really it takes 72 hours for your piece to cure, but I will probably still let it cure for 72 hours. Okay, it dries in 24 hours, but this says it actually cures in 24 hours. So I'm gonna stick with what I know, and I'm still gonna let it cure for 72 hours. Okay, so this, it doesn't say how much working time you have. When I read the reviews on it, it says the working time is long. So you have to stir this for 3 minutes, and whenever you're working with resin, your temperature in your home has to be between 75 and 85 degrees. It can't be cool, because if it's cool, it would not cure or dry correctly. So like right now, my air is on 74. So it's like 74 degrees in here. But like before I leave to go to work, I would turn my air off so it won't be too cool in here, to make sure that this cures the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I'm gonna use this and see how this, hope this comes out, hope this works good. Hope it comes out great. So also it says it's odorless, bubble free, non-toxic, non-flammable, no VOCs, and excellent UV protection, which means that it's protected from the sun. If this is like sat near the sun, well, all of my resin, I make sure that I get UV protection. Okay, so, and here are the, and I just bought a 32 ounce, a small one, because I've never used this. So I don't like to buy anything really big until if I haven't used it before. So I'm gonna try it. So yeah, so you have your part A, you have your part B. Your part A is the resin, your part B is the hardener that hardens the resin, okay? And it also came with just a pack of gloves, just a pair of gloves, and it came with this craft resin. You can use it as a stirrer, which is good. And I finally figured out, after all this time I've been doing this, that for a whole tray and for 2 coasters, it takes me 8.5 ounces for it all. So, and I like these cups because they have the measurements on it. And if I don't have the cups with the measurements, then I have to use my scale. So, yeah, I have to use the scale. So she wants another all yellow tray. Well, she wants this tray all yellow. So I'm gonna try to put my touches on it so it won't look just plain. So I'm gonna try to put a little pizzazz to it. I have some yellow glitter that I'm gonna put on it. Probably put it in the middle. Then I have all my stir sticks. I have all that. Normally what I do after each time, this is my resin mode. It's my resin mode, and this is my coaster mode. So when you order this mode, you get 2 coasters with it. But I have some other different kind of coasters too. I have all different types of coasters. So what I do after I use this each time, I take and I clean my modes out with alcohol. I clean it with alcohol. I use a lot of alcohol, so I have to, Lord, when we had a shortage on alcohol, oh my goodness, it was horrible. So now I have like 7 bottles of alcohol plus a big bottle of alcohol. Cause you know the winter's gonna come and alcohol is probably gonna go away again. Everybody's gonna buy it up. So I try to buy alcohol every chance that I get. So I use the alcohol to clean out my trays and make sure there's not any lint, dust, or anything in it that I used in it before. See, there's stuff in here, and I just cleaned this out. I don't know. So let me wipe it out again before I pour resin in it, because you want to make sure it's free of dust, lint, anything like that, because you don't want anything that's not supposed to be floating around in your resin with what you put in there. So I just wipe these out really good to make sure. And always wear gloves when you use resin. Sometimes I don't, shame on me, but I really try to, because if you get resin on your hands, it is hard to get off, because you know, like oil and water doesn't mix. Well, resin and water doesn't mix either. So, but if you ever get resin on your hands, you cannot wash it off with soap. You have to use alcohol. Alcohol gets the resin off of your hands. Okay, it gets it off. So I believe that's all. Watch out. So I'm gonna put this over here. So I try to do my trays and my coasters at the same time so I won't have to go back and do it. And that's why you have to know the correct amount of resin to use. So I don't know what the stuff is in my trays, you all. I don't know. So, cause you know, resin is like static. It pulls everything off the lint or whatever is floating in the air, it pulls it down. And I have to have my air one because it's like 85 degrees where I live at. So, and it's hot today. So I have to turn my air on. So here we go. Without further ado, let's get started. I am going to put my gloves on. And always have all of your stuff ready when you're working. So the first thing you pour in is your part A. And it says it's odorless, but really, I don't know what it is. You still probably should have a mask on, but I'm not gonna put it on because I really don't smell it. So this is A, so I'm using half A. Okay. I'm using half A. Then I'm gonna pour half B because it's 1-to-1 ratio, so it has to be exactly what you use for A. It has to be exactly the same amount that you use for B because B is very important. This is what hardens your resin. So you have to put in equal parts. So it's 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, you have to put in equal parts. So a whole 8 ounce for a tray. Okay. That. All right, and then it's a half for 2 coasters. So let's go back to this. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of part A. Yep, and then 2 more ounces, which equals 4 ounces of the resin. Of the hardener. Okay. So what's all right. So I'm gonna turn on my timer. It's set on 3 minutes. So each one of these, I'm going to have to stir for 3 minutes. Okay. So you stir it up. Normally I will already have all of this done. Because it's so time consuming, but someone may need to see this. And then you always want to scrape your sides when you're stirring it. And you want to stir it slow. You don't want to stir it fast, because if you stir it fast, you may get a lot of unwanted bubbles. So you don't want to stir it really fast. You don't want to whip it like you're whipping some eggs. Just stir it slow. Because you want it to be clear. You're going to have some bubbles. Because from what I read, the reviews, it said that the people said that they didn't get a lot of bubbles, which is good because you don't want a lot of bubbles. So I thought I would do this before I get ready for work. I have to be at work in an hour, but this doesn't take an hour to do. So this literally will actually be probably dry in like 6 hours. Really, normally that's how much time it takes. It's like 6 hours. So we have 35 seconds left, and then I will stir the other one. Ooh, look at that. I have just a few bubbles in here. Not a lot. See, you can see them. Not a lot. Which is really good. And it is clear. Look at that. I don't know. This might be a winner here. Okay, there's my timer. So we can start with that. And I'm going to start it over. So I can... I'm just going to take this out of here. Oops. Let's see. So I have to stir this an extra 5 seconds because I didn't start when I was supposed to. So I'm going to try to start doing some newer things. I always try to challenge myself. I be seeing some videos of certain things that I want to try. So I really want to try. I would love to make a bowl, a resin bowl. I'm just going to have to just do it because that's the only way you learn is trial and error. So yeah. So you gotta make sure you scrape your sides. Make sure you're getting it at the bottom. And then you always want to cover your resin up, your piece up when you finish, because like I said, lint or anything can fall through it. So, and I also have a cat. So, you know, she can shake and her hair can go flying up in the air and I would not be happy. So what I do, I cover this. I put like a canvas on top of it so nothing will fall down into my piece. Because once it's in there and the resin is dry, there's nothing you can do at all. Nothing you can do about it. So I have 35 seconds, but I really have 40 seconds because I lost 5 seconds with the other resin sauce. Too bad. We're supposed to get some really, really bad rain tonight and tomorrow because of that hurricane. Yeah. But It's 85 degrees out. So I'll stir this for another 4 or 5 seconds. Make sure. I'm quite sure it really won't matter a few seconds, but okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour some of my clear in here because I'm going to need it for the middle part of my tray. I'm gonna take some of this and pour it. I probably really won't even need that much, to be honest with you. Okay. So, and I also take alcohol and I clean off my tray. So I'm gonna bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some yellow in here. This is a yellow mica powder. And I'm going to put quite much in here. Okay. Make sure I get what I need to get out of it here. So I'm gonna take and stir this up. Stir this up really good. You have to make sure, whoop, I'm making a mess. So you have to make sure, that's why you wear gloves. I can be messy with this stuff. So you can waste it all over your hands and it'd be so hard to get off. It feels so gummy and sticky. You get it on your hands. See, you gotta make sure this mica powder is stirred up really good. You don't want to have any leftover powders floating around in your resin. So you just want to make sure it's stirred up really good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some in here. This is for the coasters. These right here are silicone mats. So like if you get any resin or anything on it, it peels right off. I love them. I need to order me a big one. I like a really big one. I need to get, these are large, but I need an extra large one. I need an extra large. Is something in here? Oh no, that's just, is it? Oh no, that's just a powder. That's just a mica powder. That's why you gotta stir it up good. Okay. So So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in. See, some more. Stir it up good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Down there. Oops, we're gonna spread this out. And really, I think really this is supposed to take 8.5 ounces. So guess what? I'm gonna have to use this. So actually it takes, I think it takes 16.5 ounces for the coaster and the tray. And it takes, yeah, for the coaster and the tray. For the tray by itself, it takes 8.5. Yep, I believe. And it does. Yep, it does. So when I come home from work tonight, I will have to do the coasters. So I have to remember it takes 8.5 ounces to do a tray and only 8 ounces, no, 4 ounces to do 2 coasters. That's what I have to remember. Yep, and it's perfect. So then what I'll do, I'm getting ready to pour this in the middle. And you know, y'all, I don't see hardly any air bubbles. This is like awesome. I'm like loving this resin. You know, art resin is one of the best resins out there, but they said this one is really no different from that one. Make sure I don't have any air bubbles. You don't want any air bubbles left in your resin. Okay. I don't see any air bubbles. This is like awesome. I'm loving this. We're gonna wait and see how it dries, how it cures though. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour this in the middle. I'm gonna pour this in the middle. Because this is the clear. Oops. Okay. She said all yellow. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'll put a whole bunch of glitter in the middle. We're just gonna glitter this down. Just in the middle. Some gold glitter to it. Gold glitter. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna add a little gold glitter. You know what? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to add any gold glitter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some craft beads to this, so it won't be just all plain yellow. Let's see. Oh, here they are. These are the knobs that I got to go with it. Let me get my little knife here. These are the knobs. But I'm not gonna put the knobs on it till later. See, I think those knobs will go good with it because they're kind of bronzy. And I like the way that they're shaped. See that? So, yeah, those knobs. Go good with it. So, I'm just gonna put these beads in there. Which they're kind of the same color as the knobs almost. So we're just gonna put these over in the corner. Yep, over in the corner. No, it's something on that one. Probably resin. Yep. How about I put two? How about I do that? do that. Oh yeah, I gotta get ready for work. I'm gonna change my clothes. And I'm going to do one more. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. Yep, I think that's it. And those pretty knobs that go with it. Look at that. See that? Those knobs that go good with it. I think so. See that? Mm-hmm. Oh no, it seems like I want something in the middle. But something's telling me not to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. I got some resin on the table. Now this is why I need a workroom. But thank God for alcohol. So, I got resin on these too. So that's it for this. So try to save my sticks because there's no need to like throw them away. You can get more uses out of them. So I just take the alcohol and I just wipe off the resin. And it comes right off. Yep, comes right off. Yep, that's almost done. Put that back. So see, it got all on this mat. So it just wipes right off. Love it, love the alcohol. Just comes right off. So there's no need to throw the sticks away if you don't have to. You can get a few more uses out of them. Do that. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay. And I just wipe the alcohol off of this. That the mica powder was on. Alright. And that is it. There you have it. And see, this sometimes these will move on you because of the resin. So I have to like give them a little push and they'll probably move again. See, like this moved over too. I want it like right in the middle. This one moved a little bit. So I just need to give it a little push. Back over in the middle. Stay right there. This one moved just a little, slightly. There we go. So it shouldn't move again. It should not move again. Oh, that one turned on me. So, see if I can turn this around. So there, guys, there you have it. I am all done with the video. Let me put you up here. I am all done. So I have to go get ready for work because I have to leave here just in a few minutes. And thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you for watching my video. And you know the drill. If you would like, share, and subscribe and hit that bell button, I would really appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll be right back at you with another video. So stay tuned for the finished trays and the coasters, and I will be back at you tomorrow to show you the finishing results. Thanks. You have a great day.